Hi everyone, it's Heidi here. Today I'm going to make a card using the Just Because Cards Cricut cartridge. We're going to make the card on page 51. It's the You're a Hoot with a little owl. And I've already cut everything out. I've cut the pieces that go on the card at 4 3/4, and I cut the actual card itself at 5 1/2. So the card's 5 1/2. The pieces that go on it are cut at 4 3/4. I wanted my card to fit into one of these envelopes, and these envelopes are 4 3/8 by 5 1/3 or 5 3/4. So that's why I cut this card at this size. Okay, so let's start off with the owl. Oh, I just wanted to mention real quick, when I get a brand new Cricut mat, every time I get a brand new Cricut mat, I take a Sharpie and I write the date of when I got the mat, and I write the word up. And the reason I do this, I find that the side that, I find that it may seem strange, but there's a particular side that needs to face the mat. I found that if for some reason I flip my plastic film and lay it this way, I find that it sticks and I have a really hard time of getting it off. But if I make sure to always replace my plastic film onto my Cricut mat in the same direction, I have no trouble at all. And I find my mats last longer too. And I don't know if that's just me or what, but that's what I typically do. So, let's take the pieces off. One thing I really like about this cartridge is that for every card you make, there's a little saying that goes along with the image. So for example, this one says, "You're a hoot," which I find really nice when I'm making cards that are not specifically for birthday or Christmas or wedding, etc. So here are the little pieces. I'm not going out of the camera range. I had to move because my desk that I usually make videos at, it's the middle of the day and the sun's shining in there bright and there's a big glare. So I couldn't make a video sitting at my desk. I had to move. Okay, so put my mat out of the way. Okay, so here are my pieces. My little owl. And I like to keep the book pretty handy because it gives me the layering. It shows me the layering. So let's see, we'll put the little feathers on first. I sometimes use 2 adhesives. I'll use my tape runner for larger spots, and then I'll use my Scotch quick dry adhesive for smaller pieces. Owl, and he's got a little bit of a fray there that I just wanted to cut off with my craft knife. There you go. And then we'll put on his tummy, which I believe goes just like that. There's his tummy. Okay, so there's our little owl right there. And what I did, instead of using the face that was going to cut, that the Cricut would cut, I decided I wanted to stamp it with one of my Peachy Keen stamps. So the stamps that I chose was PK 754 Critter Faces Set A Medium. And there they are. And I already pulled the little owl one off, and I made sure that it looked right when I held it up to the little owl, and it does. It looks perfect. So I'm going to just put it right there, and I'm going to use my StazOn. And what I typically do when I use my face stamps, or any stamp for that matter, is I'll ink it up and then I'll do a practice run. Oh, perfect. Make sure that I'm holding it properly and positioning it properly. There's my little owl, my little owl's face. Okay, so the owl's done. So now let's go ahead and do the words. You're a hoot. You're a hoot. So what I would do is flip over the layer and put some glue on it. There we go. There's the and here's the hoot. You're a hoot. Okay. Okay, so there's the words that go with the little owl. And now let's bring the card over. Here's the card. And what I did with the card is I cut the card out, like I said, at 5.5. Then I cut a layer to go on, and I just used my corner rounder to round the edges. And then instead of using the outline of the oval, I'm using the oval. I don't want the outline, I want the inside, I want the oval. So I've got it cut out right here. So I'm going to attach that. Okay, and in the middle I'm going to put my oval right in the center. Just like that. And then I'm going to adhere my sentiment and my little owl right there, just like that. Okay. I probably will go ahead and take my gel pen and color in the eyes so they look white, and the beak probably like a light orange color, and then embellish it with maybe some ink, and that'll be it. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching me make one of the cards off of the Just Because Cards Cricut cartridge. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.